Hello everyone, today we will talk about the Unit 3, Lesson 1, which is fossils. Okay, so what's meant by fossils? Okay, the fossils may be remains, maybe traces, okay? But by the way, the fossils is traces and remains of old living organisms that are preserved in sedimentary rocks. Okay, so the fossils are considered from the exciting world, and tell us the deep past from millions years ago. Okay, so what's meant by trace and remains? Okay, so the trace is trace of an old living organism indicate its activity during its life. Okay, it's the same meaning. Okay, any animals during its life, okay, have traces. So for example here, worm is tunnels, dinosaurs footprint. Okay, so what about the remains? Remains means traces indicate the remains of an old living organism, but after death. For example, remains of sharks' teeth, remains of dinosaurs' skull. Okay, so here the fossils are classified according to the way of formation, okay, the formation into several types. Okay, the first one, fossil of complete body, mold, cast, petrified fossils. Okay, the first type is fossil of complete body. Okay, so in this case, so the animals, so after rapid burying, okay, of the bodies, okay, in the medium that preserves it from decomposition. So this type is formed when old living organisms dead and were buried fast, okay, in a medium that preserves them from decomposition. Okay, the for example of medium, snow and amber. Okay, the first example of fossil of a complete body, mammoth fossil. Okay, so the mammoth animals were buried in the snow when a snow avalanche occurred in Siberia 25,000 years ago. Okay, so the first mammoth, okay, was found last century. It was a complete, okay, as the whole shape, hair, flesh and food in its bowels is still as complete preserved. Okay, the second example is amber fossil. During all geological periods, there were common pine trees secreted resinous matter. Okay, so this matter covered insects like fly, butterfly, and spiders. Okay, and other small animals. Okay, changed into amber that preserve the bodies of these insects inside it. As you can see here, this is the shape of amber. Okay. The second type is mold. Mold or solid mold, it's a replica of the internal details of the structure of an old living organism left after its death in sedimentary rocks. Okay, so the formation of mold. For example, here we take example a snail. Okay, when a snail dies, it falls on sea floor. Then its soft parts decompose, leaving a shell. So the sediments fill up the shell cavities and solidified as the time passes. So the shell could decompose completely, leaving a rock mold carrying the internal details of the snail. For example, ammonite fossil, trilobite fossil, nemolite fossil. Okay. The third type is cast. Okay. So by the way, the cast opposite the mold. Why? Because the cast is a replica of external details of the structure of an old living organism after its death in sedimentary rocks. Okay, so you can try or you can make the model of cast in your home. Bring a clay and the model of shell, and then put the shell on the clay, and then press your finger. Okay, so after this, remove the shell. You can found the external details is formed. So when you press with a shell on the surface of a clay and remove the shell again, a replica of the original outer shell shape is produced, known as cast. Okay, what a dead body of an organism leaves on sedimentary rocks is called cast. Okay, and for example, fish cast and cast of ferns. What a body of an organism leaves during its life is called trace. For example, dinosaurs' foot print and worms' tunnel. Finally, the fourth type is petrified fossils. Okay, petrified fossils, they are fossils in which mineral replace part by part the organic matter, okay, of living organism. Anybody have organic matter inside it. So the minerals replace part by part the organic matter of living organisms without a change in the shape. For example, dinosaurs' tooth and dinosaurs' eggs, finally petrified wood. But in the case of petrified wood, the silica replace the organic matter, okay, part by part. Okay, and you can see the petrified wood in Katamia area, okay, and it look like rocks. Okay, what are the suitable conditions for fossils formation? One, presence of hard skeleton, okay, of organism. That means the molluscs can form fossil. The organism body must be buried immediately or fast in the medium that preserves it from decomposition. Finally, the existence of suitable medium, okay, in which the mineral materials replaces the organic matter of living organism. Okay, so that's enough for today. The next session, inshallah, we will continue the rest of lesson.